Friday the 13th, The New Blood. Another day at the pool. I'm a lifeguard today, and no one's here, so let's get on to this review. So Friday the 13th Part 6 was awesome. Jason Lives. Like, it kind of re-energized the franchise after Part 5. And this one is kind of unique. From this point on, they kind of had to be very gimmicky, right? Like, okay, what are we gonna do with Jason this time? We've done the camp counselor thing. We've killed a bunch of people. We've done that same story a bunch. What are we gonna do this time? And let me go into details of what they do. But first, let me just show you the gimmicks that happened after this movie, if you didn't know. In Part 8, they took Jason to Manhattan. In Part 9, they took Jason to hell, and they did a body switching movie, right? In Part 10, they took Jason to space. And then after that, they had Freddy versus Jason. And then after that, they remade the franchise. Like, they just started over. So this was the start. And this one in Part 7, The New Blood, is pretty much, you remember that girl Carrie from the 1970 movie directed by Brian De Palma, starring Sissy Spacek and John Travolta? They're like, what can we put against Jason? You know what? Let's put Carrie against Jason. But they couldn't actually get Carrie. So what they did is they just made a character up and gave the girl the same powers as Carrie. And you know what? That's cool. I get that. So after the events of Part 6, Jason is at the bottom of the lake, right? He's stuck, he's chained. And somehow this woman freaks out with her telekinesis, releases Jason from the lake, and now he's free. This is the first time Kane Hodder got to play Jason. He's a pretty badass Jason, let me just say that. The look of Jason is amazing in this one, by the way. Check this out. Like, look at how good this guy looks. Now, it's not my favorite look, I'm not gonna lie. Part 3 is actually my favorite look, and I'll go into a review of that one day, but Part 7 is a close second, and he does great. He played him 4 times after this, and he played him in the video game. Plot of New Blood is the same as you ever seen before. A bunch of teenagers coming to a camp, and they're having sex, and Jason like hones in on them. And we've seen this before, and this one kind of feels dull. The characters are freaking boring as hell. It almost feels like TV movie at some points. But then when they get to the Jason scenes and like the kill scenes, they're incredibly like, oh my gosh, why can't the whole movie be this way? And I don't know why. Figure out how to make your dialogue scenes better in this movie, because it really hurts. Got a bunch of teenagers coming back, and like, we're on Part 7 right now, guys. How do people not know that like every few years there's a masked killer going around killing everyone at this camp? Like, this is pure ignorance at this point, guys. Like, at this point, you deserve to die. Then again, I guess they just don't know about Jason. There wasn't the internet. There wasn't this Facebook, right? Our main character is Tina, and she's a little awkward because, you know, she knows she has these powers, and you got the psychologist who's the guy who's trying to almost use her for her powers in a way. It's the guy from Weekend at Bernie's. Her character is kind of boring. She's not the best actress. Sorry. It's not till she starts doing her stuff that she actually is kind of cool. There's no one like I'm really rooting for in this movie. I don't like this guy or girl, right? Like, I'm just kind of like, oh, all right, they're just boring characters. When's the next Jason death gonna happen? In 5 minutes? Okay, let me go take a rest and break. On that note, this one does have the best kill scene. There is a sleeping bag scene that is insane. You're like, wow, that is a crazy death. Ooh. So Tina's trying to mix in with these teenagers, and she doesn't get along. And then of course there's the, you know, kind of bitchy teen that like is messing with her. And then you got a bunch of teens having sex, and Jason pretty much kills these kids one by one. We've seen this plot 100 times. I'm ready to get to the Carrie moment, right? I'm ready to get to like this Jason versus Carrie. Boring dialogue, cool death scenes.
Change your mind or what? Melissa?
Boring dialogue, cool death scenes. Boring characters, cool death scenes.
I think you're going.
I'm going back to bed. You wanna come?
When's the next death? You get my point. I'm not even done with my review yet. Wait. I can't rush this review, dude. Jason, do not come here. No. Oh, really? You want to mess with me? I got the same powers as Tina. All right, let's get back to the review. I think I stopped Jason for a little bit. Now we're finally at the moment. She meets Jason. Finally, someone can take Jason on. She can literally move like a cup and be like, whoosh, and throw it at Jason's head. And she does that. Not an actual cup on Jason's head, but my point is, she can throw anything at Jason, right? Jason, dude, I'm trying to do a review. She can do like something like this, right? So she keeps taking Jason on, but you know Jason, like, this guy lives through anything, right? Like, he keeps taking the hit. We get to see Jason's face, and if you don't want to see it, turn off this review right now. But Jason's face looks freaking crazy in this movie. He's scary. Like, the last 15 minutes, it's Jason, not with the hockey mask. It's with him and his ugly face, and he looks so scary. This last 15 or 20 minutes makes the movie worth it for me. Also to note, this movie came out in 1988. So at the time, the MPA going after horror movies like crazy, right? So they chopped the hell out of this movie. Like, this movie had so many more beautiful, like, crazy kills, and they just looked like chop, gotta edit that. I don't know why they were going after horror movies so much at the time. They were trying to make a point. And I've seen some work print and stuff like this, and the kill scenes were so much better. And I think this movie would have been way stronger. So whoever was in charge of the rating system at the time, overall, this isn't one of the stronger ones in the franchise. I would give this 2 out of 5 sleeping bags. Anyway, subscribe to the channel and like, and I'm pretty sure Jason's coming for me, so let me show you what I got. He actually has powers in this movie. You ready, Jason? Yeah. Like Jean-Claude Van Damme. I survived this.